Admit it. You've done some online shopping during your quarantine time. And there is a ton of really interesting band merch that you could have picked up or maybe will pick up. And Jay and I will tell you about some of the more interesting things coming up. It is Thursday, it's May 21st, and this is the Currents Music News. Hi, I'm Jade.
And I'm Jay. Yeah, if you've ever listened to a Beatles record player, or maybe you brought a Partridge Family lunchbox to school, or maybe you rocked a pair of Nelly's custom Air Force Ones, you realized music merch changes with the times. The times right now are pretty dark, but musicians are here to bring a little humor and maybe even some personal protection with their new merch. Let's start with Devo, who have started selling a version of their iconic red energy dome that features a protective face shield. They do point out that you have to provide your own helmet liner or it won't fit properly and the energy transfer won't happen.
WuTang Clan, they've been pretty active about COVID-19. And you might remember back in 1993, they released Protect Ya Neck. Well, now you can protect your hands because they've got some hand sanitizer. Yes, and while their music might be fairly gritty, this is not gritty at all. It is citrus scented and it is vegan and for $28 a pop. Yeah, so you can protect your own hands, but what's kind of nice is that also for every bottle that is purchased, they're giving one to a Canadian homeless shelter. Pretty sweet.
Are the WuTang Clan Canadian?
I don't know. I was actually curious about that when I saw that but maybe they're just like, hey, Canadians deserve it.
Kiss were famously unmasked on MTV in 1983, but they have realized now is not the time. Now is the time to put the masks on, which is why they are among many artists selling custom masks. I do feel like it's a missed opportunity for the Kiss masks not to resemble the Star Child or Catman makeup. Hate to say it, but I think the Juggalos are doing a little bit better at this one.
And to switch gears, kind of, let's talk about Lana Del Rey in this long post that she put. You kind of had to scroll through it at least until the second page to get to the news that she's going to be releasing a new album, and that's going to be out, looks like September 5th. But when you see that there's more than one page to scroll through on Instagram, you know that an artist really wants to say something. And if you want to get deep with Lana Del Rey, you're going to have to wait until her 2 books of poetry come out to really get in her feelings. But to kind of get a gist of where her head's at right now, this is how the whole thing starts. Now, Doja Cat, Ariana, Camila, Cardi B, Kalani, Nicki Minaj, and Beyonce have all had number ones with songs about being sexy, about wearing no clothes, etc. Can I please go on to sing songs about being embodied, feeling beautiful by being in love and not having a perfect relationship or dancing for money or whatever I want without being crucified or saying that I'm glamorizing abuse? Right? Breathe in, breathe out. She says her music is just honest about the challenging relationships that she and many other women have had. And while fans are very excited, me included, about this new music of hers, some people are pointing out that, in the words of Sean Fay on Twitter, Del Rey is comparing herself to a group of mostly women of color with the clear tone that she thinks she's being treated worse by the media when that's observably untrue.
Guitarist Jorge Santana has died of undisclosed causes at age 68. Yes, he's related to Carlos Santana. In fact, he's his brother. Not as well known as Carlos Santana, but Jorge Santana has also had a long and successful career that included a 1994 collaborative LP with his brother. But Jorge Santana is best known for being the guitarist in the Latin rock group Malo, who had a top 20 hit in 1972 with Suavecito.
Does Mr. Rogers not love? Before you say no one, I think you should know that while it doesn't seem personal, Mr. Rogers did once threaten to sue Ice Cube. Now, this news comes from Cube himself. He was recently doing this Instagram live listening session to celebrate the 30th anniversary of America's Most Wanted. And he said that the song A Gangsta's Fairy Tale originally opened with the theme of Mr. Rogers, neighborhood song that Fred Rogers wrote himself. And apparently, Rogers sued us and was getting about 5 cents a record until we took that part off, according to Ice Cube.
That's today's music news. We will be back with another update, so like and follow us. You can be sure to catch it. Listen to The Current on your radio, on your smart speaker, on our app, on our web stream, and click in the comments to let us know what music news stories are meaningful to you right now. We want to leave today congratulating Sia on adopting 2 teenage boys. That happened apparently some time ago. We just found out about it in a SiriusXM interview that Sia gave to announce her directorial debut. It's going to be a feature film called Music, not to be confused with the iconic Madonna song from 2000. It's based on a story that Sia herself wrote, and it's going to star, yeah, you guessed it, Maddie Ziegler, as a teenager with autism who's under the care of her half-sister, who's also a drug dealer, played by Kate Hudson. We will see how this all turns out, but Sia is recording 10 new songs for the soundtrack. One of them is out now with the video that, why not, also stars Leslie Odom Jr. Check it out.